Picture this, a man who dreamed of harnessing the power of the earth and stars to light up the world. A genius whose inventions shaped the modern era. And yet, a name that history has often overshadowed. Today, we unravel the fascinating and electrifying story of Nikola Tesla. From his early dreams to his groundbreaking achievements and even the tragic fall from grace, this is a story you don't want to miss. It all began on a stormy night in 1856 in the small village of Smiljan, Croatia. A flash of lightning struck the sky as Nikola Tesla was born, prompting the midwife to call it an ominous sign. But Tesla's mother, she saw it as a mark of greatness. Tesla grew up in a household that encouraged creativity. His father was a priest and a poet, while his mother, though uneducated, was an inventor in her own right. From an early age, Nikola showed an incredible gift for solving complex problems. He had a photographic memory, which allowed him to recall entire books, diagrams, and details with remarkable clarity. Imagine a puzzle prodigy, but instead of jigsaw pieces, young Tesla played with the mysteries of nature. His ability to visualize machines in his mind was like having a 3D printer in his brain. Tesla's curiosity was boundless. He often experimented with household items to create small devices. As a young boy, he even tried to harness the power of wind and water to build a crude turbine. Little did he know, this fascination would pave the way for a lifetime of innovation. Tesla excelled academically, but his path wasn't always smooth. He attended the Austrian Polytechnic School in Graz, where he initially thrived, earning top grades and impressing his professors with his understanding of electrical engineering. However, his relentless work ethic took a toll on his health. He barely slept, spending nights studying and sketching ideas for new machines. It was during his time at university that Tesla became enamored with the concept of alternating current, or AC. This idea would later define his career. Unfortunately, due to personal and financial struggles, Tesla left university without completing his degree. Despite this setback, his passion for innovation remained undeterred. Think of Tesla as a young explorer charting unknown territories. Though he faced storms and setbacks, his vision of the horizon kept him moving forward. In 1884, at the age of 28, Tesla arrived in New York City with little more than a letter of recommendation and a head full of ideas. The letter, written by Charles Batchelor, one of his former employers in Europe, was addressed to Thomas Edison and contained a single glowing endorsement. "I know two great men, and you are one of them. The other is this young man." This letter made a strong impression on Edison, who was always on the lookout for talented engineers. Batchelor's endorsement effectively opened the door for Tesla to meet Edison, and Tesla was quickly hired to work for Edison's company, Edison Machine Works, in New York. Tesla arrived at Edison's company in 1884, filled with high hopes for the future. Edison was already an established inventor and businessman, with significant success in the development of the incandescent light bulb and direct current electrical systems. Tesla's innovative ideas and enthusiasm about electricity seemed to align with Edison's own ambitions at the time. Tesla was initially tasked with working on improving Edison's DC generators and motors. Tesla's talent and dedication were soon recognized, but his drive to make broader improvements in electrical engineering led to tensions between him and Edison. Tesla believed strongly in the potential of alternating current, whereas Edison was fiercely loyal to direct current, and this divergence of views would eventually lead to their separation. Tesla worked for Edison for a short time, roughly a year, before their differences became too significant to overlook. Tesla was initially assigned tasks that involved improving Edison's DC motors and generators, a job that Tesla believed was beneath his abilities. Despite this, he worked tirelessly and made some improvements. However, Tesla grew increasingly frustrated with Edison's leadership style and lack of recognition for his ideas. There's a famous anecdote about Tesla, who was promised a $50,000 bonus for successfully improving Edison's DC motors. But when Tesla completed the task, Edison apparently dismissed the promise, saying, "When you become a full-fledged American, you will appreciate an American joke." This incident marked a turning point for Tesla, who left Edison's company in 1885. After leaving Edison, Tesla tried to strike out on his own. His ideas about alternating current were in stark contrast to Edison's advocacy for direct current. Edison's DC system was being heavily promoted, and he invested substantial time and money into making it the standard for electricity distribution. However, Tesla believed that AC was far superior for long-distance transmission due to its ability to travel longer distances with less energy loss. In 1887, Tesla began working independently on his AC system, receiving early financial backing from investors like George Westinghouse, a businessman and engineer. Westinghouse recognized the potential of Tesla's ideas, and together, they began to develop and promote the AC system. This marked the beginning of what would later be called the War of Currents. Edison, fiercely protective of his DC system, began a campaign to discredit AC by trying to paint it as dangerous. Edison's company even conducted public demonstrations where they electrocuted animals with AC to prove its lethal potential. The rivalry between Tesla and Edison came to a head in the late 1880s and early 1890s, as Edison and Tesla's AC system came to represent two competing visions for the future of electrical power. Edison and his supporters launched a series of public relations campaigns to portray AC as hazardous and unreliable, while Tesla and Westinghouse pushed forward with the development of their AC system. One of the key battles in the War of Currents occurred in 1893, when Westinghouse won the contract to power the World's Columbian Exposition in Chicago using AC. This was a major victory for Tesla and Westinghouse, as it showcased the practical advantages of AC in a large-scale setting. Tesla's AC system was also soon adopted for the construction of the first hydroelectric power plant at Niagara Falls in 1895, a critical moment in the history of electricity. In the end, the superiority of AC was proved, and Edison's DC system was gradually phased out for large-scale electricity distribution. However, Tesla and Edison's personal relationship remained distant, even after the War of Currents had subsided. With the success of AC, Tesla entered a golden age of creativity. He established his own laboratory in New York City, where he worked on some of his most famous inventions. With the triumph of alternating current over direct current in the War of Currents, Nikola Tesla found himself propelled to the forefront of the scientific and technological world. His AC system became the standard for electrical power distribution, earning him widespread recognition and providing him with the financial means to pursue his innovative ideas. Tesla used this newfound success to establish his own laboratory in New York City, where he had the freedom to explore a vast array of new technologies. At his laboratory, Tesla immersed himself in a period of intense creativity, often working tirelessly into the night. He was driven by a desire to develop technologies that would revolutionize the world. Tesla's lab became a hub of experimentation, where he could experiment without limitations. Here, he developed some of his most iconic inventions, including the Tesla coil, a device that would forever cement his place in history. Developed in 1891, the Tesla coil was an electrical resonant transformer circuit designed to produce high voltage, low current, high frequency, alternating current electricity. It was a technical marvel that allowed Tesla to create spectacular displays of lightning-like electrical arcs. While the Tesla coil had practical applications, such as in radio technology, it also captured the public's imagination with its dramatic visual effects. In Tesla's time, the Tesla coil became synonymous with his name. Tesla used the device in public demonstrations, and the sight of bolts of electricity jumping from the coil fascinated audiences. This was not just a scientific achievement, it was a show that stirred awe and wonder. Tesla was as much a performer as he was a scientist, and the Tesla coil helped him present his ideas in a way that was both educational and entertaining. Nikola Tesla's Wardenclyffe Tower, also known as the Tesla Tower, stands as one of his most ambitious and visionary projects. Built between 1901 and 1905 on Long Island, New York, the tower was conceived as a central element in Tesla's grand plan to transmit wireless energy across vast distances, potentially revolutionizing global power distribution and communication systems. The vision for wireless energy. Tesla's idea for wireless energy transmission was rooted in his belief that the Earth itself could be used as a medium for transmitting electrical power. He theorized that the planet's ionosphere and conductive properties could carry electrical signals without the need for wires. His goal was to create a system where people could receive electricity wirelessly, allowing for the free transmission of power to homes, factories, and cities without the need for traditional infrastructure. The idea of wireless energy was not limited to just the transmission of electrical power. Tesla imagined a world where people could wirelessly communicate, receive information, and power devices from anywhere without the need for a wired connection. He believed that energy could be sent through the air in the form of electromagnetic waves, making it available to anyone, anywhere, at any time. In his vision, this system would eliminate the need for coal or other fuel sources, ushering in a new era of clean, renewable energy. Despite Tesla's enthusiasm and vision, the Wardenclyffe Tower project faced significant financial and technical challenges. Tesla struggled to secure adequate funding for the massive undertaking. Though he initially found backers, including J.P. Morgan, one of the wealthiest financiers of the time, the project faced mounting costs and delays. The advent of more conventional methods of energy transmission, such as the widespread adoption of alternating current, shifted attention away from Tesla's wireless energy ideas. In 1906, Tesla ran out of money, and J.P. Morgan, who had initially funded the project, withdrew his support. Without the necessary funds to continue, Tesla's dream of wireless energy transmission was effectively dashed. The tower was never completed to its full potential. In 1917, Wardenclyffe Tower was dismantled and sold for scrap, leaving Tesla's wireless energy dream unfulfilled. Despite the failure of the Wardenclyffe Tower, Tesla's ideas about wireless energy and global communication continued to inspire future generations of inventors and scientists. His early experiments laid the groundwork for many of the technologies we take for granted today, such as radio, wireless communication, and even wireless charging. Tesla's concepts of wireless transmission of power have also seen a resurgence in modern times, with new research into wireless energy transfer, wireless charging technologies, and the development of advanced energy systems. While Tesla's dream of transmitting free, unlimited energy to the masses was never realized, his pioneering work continues to influence the fields of electrical engineering, telecommunications, and energy science. The Wardenclyffe Tower remains a symbol of Tesla's visionary genius and his relentless pursuit of ideas that were, in many ways, far ahead of his time. Today, the site of the tower is home to the Tesla Science Center, which works to preserve Tesla's legacy and inspire future generations to continue the work he started. Tesla's wireless energy dream may not have come to fruition in his lifetime, but his bold vision of a world interconnected by energy and communication continues to influence and shape the future. Tesla's golden age was marked by his willingness to explore new frontiers in science, often venturing into uncharted territories. One area of particular interest was the study of X-rays, which were still in their infancy at the time. Tesla conducted experiments with X-rays and even developed a type of early X-ray tube, though he was not fully aware of the potential health risks associated with the radiation. His work in this field would lay the foundation for future advancements in medical imaging. In addition to X-rays, Tesla worked with electrical oscillators, which were devices that produced a repetitive electrical signal. These oscillators could be used in various applications, including in the development of wireless communication and even in therapeutic treatments. Tesla's pursuit of oscillatory electrical systems was groundbreaking, and his experiments helped pave the way for future discoveries in electromagnetic fields, radio waves, and even the development of radar. Nikola Tesla's later life was marked by a mix of triumphs and setbacks, with his legacy enduring long after his death. While his innovations transformed the modern world, Tesla himself did not always enjoy the financial success or recognition that his inventions deserved during his lifetime. After the collapse of his Wardenclyffe Tower project in the early 1900s, Tesla's finances began to dwindle. He had a series of business misfortunes and faced challenges securing funding for his ideas, which were often considered too far ahead of their time. Tesla spent much of his later years in relative obscurity, living in modest conditions, despite his monumental contributions to science and technology. As his financial situation deteriorated, Tesla became increasingly eccentric, sometimes focusing on speculative ideas that diverged from his earlier work. He proposed concepts such as a death ray, a particle beam weapon, which attracted little practical interest. Tesla's financial troubles also led to his moving between various hotels in New York City, where he lived in relative seclusion, often working on new ideas but without the means to bring them to fruition. Despite his struggles, Tesla continued to work relentlessly on new inventions. His passion for scientific discovery never wavered, but he found it increasingly difficult to attract support or recognition for his work. Although Tesla's later years were marked by isolation, his legacy would grow dramatically after his death. Tesla's contributions to modern science and engineering were immense, though many of his achievements were not fully appreciated during his lifetime. He was responsible for the development of alternating current (AC) power systems, which form the backbone of today's global electrical grid. His ideas on wireless communication and energy transmission also laid the foundation for technologies such as radio, wireless charging, and early concepts of the internet. Tesla's visionary ideas, such as wireless energy transmission, have continued to inspire scientists and engineers long after his passing. His work in fields like electromagnetism, radio waves, and electrical engineering has had a lasting impact, influencing major advancements in various technologies. It wasn't until after Tesla's death in 1943 that the true scale of his genius became widely recognized. Many of the inventions and concepts he developed in his lifetime were ahead of their time, and it took decades before some of them were understood or fully appreciated by the public. Over the years, Tesla's reputation has grown, and he has come to be regarded as one of the most important inventors and visionaries in history. In the late 20th and early 21st centuries, Tesla's legacy has been celebrated in numerous books, documentaries, films, and even popular culture. His name has become synonymous with innovation and groundbreaking scientific thought. In fact, the Tesla Motors Company, which specializes in electric vehicles, is named after him as a tribute to his contributions to the development of electricity. Tesla's final years were marked by personal difficulties, including financial ruin and a lack of recognition. He died alone in New York City on January 7, 1943, at the age of 86, impoverished and relatively unknown. Despite this, he remained passionate about his work until the end, and many of his final years were spent in contemplation of new, ambitious ideas. At the time of his death, Tesla's ideas and patents were largely overlooked, and his passing went relatively unnoticed. However, in the years that followed, his work gained greater recognition, and his legacy was eventually secured as one of the greatest minds in the history of science and technology. As we look back on the life and legacy of Nikola Tesla, we see a man whose relentless pursuit of knowledge and innovation shaped the modern world in ways he could have only dreamed of. Though he faced struggles, setbacks, and isolation during his lifetime, Tesla's ideas have transcended time, inspiring generations of scientists, engineers, and dreamers. Today, his name stands as a symbol of creativity, perseverance, and the boundless potential of human ingenuity. From the electricity that powers our homes to the technologies that connect our lives, Tesla's vision continues to light the way forward. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the extraordinary life of Nikola Tesla, an inventor, a visionary, and a true genius ahead of his time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about the people who changed the world. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep innovating, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.